There's a psychological weapon so powerful that it can control conversations, shift power dynamics, and influence behavior without saying a single word. This weapon is selective hearing, the strategic choice of what to acknowledge and what to ignore. While most people react to everything said to them, psychologically sophisticated individuals understand that ignoring certain things can be more influential than responding to everything. Today, we're going to explore how selective hearing works as a tool of influence. Why what you don't respond to is often more important than what you do respond to, and how to use strategic ignoring to guide conversations and relationships in the direction you want. The power of selective attention. Human beings crave acknowledgement and response from others. When you speak to someone, your brain expects some form of acknowledgement, agreement, disagreement, questions, or at least recognition that you've been heard. When that acknowledgement doesn't come, it creates psychological tension that most people find uncomfortable. This discomfort drives people to modify their behavior to regain your attention and acknowledgement. They might repeat themselves, change their approach, or abandon certain topics entirely. Without realizing it, they start conforming to your attention patterns. Selective hearing works because it teaches people what behaviors and topics will earn your engagement. Over time, they unconsciously adjust their communication to focus on things that get responses, while avoiding things you ignore. The neuroscience of ignored communication: when someone speaks to you and receives no response, their brain interprets this as a form of social rejection. This activates the same neural pathways as physical pain, creating genuine discomfort that motivates behavioral change. The person starts questioning themselves. Did they say something wrong? Are they being boring? Should they change topics? This internal questioning gives you tremendous power to shape their behavior, simply by choosing what to acknowledge. Meanwhile, when you do respond to certain things, those responses become highly valued because they're scarce. Your attention becomes a precious resource that people compete for rather than take for granted. Strategic non-engagement. Key to selective hearing as influence is being strategic about what you ignore. Random ignoring appears rude or inattentive. Strategic ignoring appears discerning and valuable. Ignore complaints, negativity, and attention-seeking behaviors. When someone comes to you with chronic complaining, gossip, or drama, selective hearing teaches them that these topics don't earn your engagement. Over time, they either stop bringing these issues to you or change their approach entirely. Ignore attempts at manipulation or emotional coercion. When someone tries to guilt you, pressure you, or manipulate you through emotional appeals, not responding to the manipulation while engaging with factual aspects teaches them that emotional manipulation doesn't work on you. Ignore behavior you want to discourage, whether it's interrupting, speaking over others, or inappropriate comments. Selectively not hearing these behaviors while responding to appropriate communication shapes better interaction patterns. What to amplify through attention while strategic ignoring shapes negative behaviors. Selective attention to positive behaviors reinforces what you want to see more of. Respond enthusiastically to thoughtful questions, creative ideas, and constructive contributions. This teaches people that these behaviors earn valuable engagement with you. Pay attention to solutions rather than problems. When someone brings you both complaints and potential solutions, ignore the complaining while engaging deeply with their solution-oriented thinking. This trains them to approach you with solutions rather than just problems. Acknowledge growth and positive changes. When someone makes an effort to improve their communication or behavior, responding to those efforts reinforces the positive direction and encourages continued improvement. The conversation control mechanism selective. Hearing allows you to guide conversations without appearing controlling or manipulative. Instead of arguing with topics you don't want to discuss, you simply don't engage with them while enthusiastically responding to topics that interest you. This creates a natural flow where conversations gravitate towards subjects you find valuable while avoiding areas you want to avoid. People start bringing you the kinds of conversations you prefer without conscious awareness of how this shift happened. The effect is subtle but powerful. Over weeks and months, the types of interactions you have with people naturally improve as they learn what kinds of communication earn your attention and engagement. Professional applications in workplace settings. Selective hearing can be incredibly powerful for managing difficult colleagues and improving team dynamics. Ignore office gossip while engaging with work-focused discussions. This positions you as someone serious about productivity rather than drama. Don't respond to negativity about company policies, colleagues, or management while engaging enthusiastically with solution-oriented thinking and positive initiatives. This builds a reputation for constructive thinking and leadership potential. Selectively ignore attempts to waste your time with trivial issues, while being fully available for important matters. This teaches people to bring you their substantial concerns rather than every minor inconvenience. Relationship dynamics in personal relationships. Selective hearing can improve communication patterns and reduce conflict. Instead of arguing with criticism or complaints, ignore the emotional charge while responding to any valid points buried within the negativity. When someone habitually brings you problems without solutions, stop engaging with the problem-focused communication, while responding enthusiastically when they approach situations with potential answers or positive perspectives. Ignore bids for sympathy and drama while paying attention to genuine requests for support or meaningful conversation. This encourages deeper, more authentic communication while discouraging attention-seeking behaviors. Social situation management in social settings. Selective hearing helps you avoid getting trapped in conversations you don't want, while encouraging interactions you do enjoy. Simply don't engage with topics that bore you or people who drain your energy, while being fully present for engaging discussions and interesting people. This isn't about being rude. You can remain polite while not feeding conversations that don't serve you. A simple MMHMM without follow-up questions effectively ends most unwanted discussion threads while maintaining social courtesy. The psychology of scarcity selective hearing works because it creates scarcity around your attention. When you respond to everything, your attention becomes common and loses value. When you respond selectively, your attention becomes precious and influential. People start competing for your engagement rather than assuming they have it. This competition naturally improves the quality of their communication. because they want to earn your valuable attention. The scarcity principle also makes your responses more impactful. When you do engage, people listen more carefully because they know your attention isn't guaranteed. Advanced Technique West delayed response is a sophisticated selective hearing technique. Instead of ignoring something completely, you acknowledge it briefly, then shift attention to what you prefer to discuss. This avoids appearing rude while still directing the conversation. The partial engagement technique involves responding to part of what someone said, while ignoring other parts. This teaches them which aspects of their communication style work with you and which don't. The enthusiasm differential involves responding to preferred topics with much more energy and engagement than you give to topics you want to discourage. The contrast teaches people what earns your interest. Avoiding common selective hearing becomes problematic when it's too obvious, or when it ignores genuinely important communications. The goal is subtle influence, not obvious dismissal. Don't ignore everything from certain people, as this becomes personal rejection rather than behavioral guidance. Focus on ignoring specific types of communication rather than individuals. Avoid ignoring emotional needs or genuine requests for help. Selective hearing should shape communication patterns, not damage important relationships or leave people feeling unheard on serious matters. The long-term results when practiced consistently. Selective hearing creates several positive changes in your social and professional environment. People learn to bring you higher quality interactions because they know you respond to thoughtful communication. Your reputation shifts toward being someone discerning and valuable to talk with. People prepare more carefully for conversations with you because they know you don't engage with just anything. Most importantly, you gain significant control over your social environment without appearing controlling. People naturally adjust their behavior to earn your attention, while feeling like they're making their own choices. The ultimate influence masters selective hearing. And you'll discover that what you don't respond to shapes people's behavior more powerfully than what you do respond to. You'll find yourself surrounded by better conversations, more thoughtful people, and higher quality interactions. Your attention becomes a tool that trains others to communicate more effectively, while protecting your energy from draining or pointless interactions. In a world where everyone demands constant attention, the person who gives attention selectively wields enormous influence.